Once you've acclimated to your new role, we should meet to discuss policy updates.
Evan.
You make a lot of trips to the surface, right? Maybe you can help me out with something. The Brotherhood of Steel has developed some impressive technology, and I think we could learn some things from them. The best place to start would be to study their design schematics, assuming you can get your hands on some.
Where can I find these schematics?
They probably keep them in a safe place, like a chest or locker. I'd expect guards as well.
Sure, I can do that.
Great! We've got a lead on a small Brotherhood salvage team. That's a good place to start.
You've done it, sir. You've crippled our enemies and secured a better future for mankind.
I don't care. I just want my son back.
I understand that. But the Institute needs a strong leader to take your son's place. This isn't the end of your work. It's only the beginning. That brings me to my next point. The Railroad and the Brotherhood have been beaten, but not eradicated. We're likely to encounter pockets of resistance from time to time, and we can't allow them to reorganize.
What do you think we should do?
We should be vigilant. If we spread ourselves thin trying to find them, we'll become vulnerable. Sooner or later, they're going to strike at us. When they do, we'll be ready. In any case, you should take time to enjoy your victory and honor your son's memory. That's what I intend to do.
I congratulate you on becoming the new director, but under the circumstances, I think I can wait.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
Justin,
We've got a problem here, and to be honest, Father never took it as seriously as he should have. I'm hoping you will.
what's the problem?
We often send synth scavenger teams to the surface. Occasionally, one of the synths will try to escape. The rate of escapes has been increasing lately, and I don't think it's just random chance.
What are you doing to solve this problem?
I did some digging, and discovered that the culprit is right here, in the Institute. Someone in robotics has been changing my work crew assignments, replacing synths I approve for surface duty with high flight risks. I'm convinced that someone is Alan Benet. He thinks that synths are people. He even lives with one. It's disturbing.
There's gotta be some way to prove it was him.
I agree. Unfortunately, even if I had proof of Benet's involvement, I don't have the authority to do anything about it. But you're the director now. If you make the accusation, nobody will have the nerve to question it. Anyway, like I said, the roster assignments were definitely altered from the terminals in robotics. I leave the rest to you.
Should get in some more target practice. A successful mission on all counts, sir.
Hey there.
Ready for the next mission, sir?
Let's move out.
Right behind you, sir.
Subject identified.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine maintenance.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him. He's never just missed his shift like that.
What are you saying?
I'm worried something might have happened to him. No one knows where he is. It's like he just disappeared. It doesn't feel right.
Shh. Keep your voice down. You know what happens if they hear you talking like this. They'll wipe you. I suggest you keep this to yourself.
But what if something's wrong? Look around. Courser patrols have doubled. Synths are being wiped more frequently. Something is going on.
I don't want to hear anymore. Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step right this way.
Could have been anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software could use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, perhaps. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movement while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your passionate speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Bray, you know where to find the teleporter.
Now just a moment, I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that. The Institute is in your hands now.
Welcome. Please proceed directly to processing.
He's gone too far this time. Our synths are truly remarkable. Every day they manage to surprise me. Now, what can I do for you?
Justin AO thinks you're helping synths escape. I need to know the truth.
I see. The man does not lack for tenacity. He is, however, completely wrong about me. AO and his coarser goons have already scoured my laboratory for evidence. Feel free to do the same if you think you must. If there's something specific you want to ask me, then get on with it.
Does anyone else have access to your terminals?
Unlikely. I don't let anyone else lay a finger on my terminals without my close supervision. I'll make an exception in your case, however. If Father trusts you, then I have no reason not to.
How many synths have escaped?
I'm not sure of the exact number, but I can tell you the rate of escapes has accelerated greatly in recent months.
Why would AO think you were helping synths?
He probably thinks my admiration for the synths might have caused me to have some delusion about setting them free. The notion is preposterous. The last thing I'd want to do is banish a synth to the surface. It's a living hell up there. That's not freedom. It's a death sentence. I would never be so cruel.
We're done.
Very well.
Mates and Logan are lucky to be alive. Not everyone would have handled that situation as well as you.
You showed a lot of leniency, Dr. Higgs and Dr. Logan.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son. I must be the luckiest synth in the Institute. As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
What's a personal synth?
Dr. Benet is carrying out a social experiment. He wants to see if a synth can integrate into a human family. I know I can never replace his wife or be a real mother to Liam, but I can at least help with the domestic duties. I like to think I'm a pretty good cook. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're still taking everything in, so I'll let you get back to that.
Hey, you're that new guy. The one from the vault. What are you doing here?
Know anything about a remote computer access?
No. I don't know anything about that. Why would you ask it? Oh, I know what this is about. Listen, I know what Justin AO believes, but he's wrong. My dad's not helping synths get away. I guess he could get into real trouble if they decide he's guilty anyway.
Do you know anything that might help me prove his innocence?
I don't know anything that would help. I wish I did. I wish everyone would just leave my dad alone. I mean, why is it such a big deal if a few synths escape? We have more than enough here.
Is there anyone else who might want to help the synths?
I don't know. You figure it out. Just leave my dad out of it, okay? Dad
Even
says
though
I'm
a
as good as
saint,
he is with computers.
Alan and Liam have made me feel like a part of their family.
coursers give me the creeps, you know? They seem, I don't know, cold. Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Huh?
Eve,
Yes? Huh?
My compliments on getting B592 back to us so quickly.
You spent all that time searching for your son only to lose him. Can't imagine how you must feel.
I want to compliment you on your handling of the situation in bioscience. Bravo.
All systems nominal.
Don't come any closer. I'm sorry that you had to find me here.
you're the one who's been helping the synths escape?
Me? No, I'm just helping. Justin was closing in and figuring things out. I offered to help so he wouldn't get caught.
What do you mean, him? Who are you talking about?
I know Liam isn't really my son, but I've come to love him as if he were. He's so smart and so kind-hearted. All he wants is for synths to have a better life, to be free. I'm sorry. You seem like a good person, but I can't let you tell Justin that Liam is helping the synths.
You're making a big mistake here.
If that's how you feel, we have nothing left to talk about. Oh, damn. Oh!
You're the one helping synths escape? Why?
So you figured it out. Nice work. Nobody else down here could. I'm not surprised it took someone from outside. At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. It was a challenge, you know? But then I realized the synths are really just like us, except without any freedom. I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape, so they can have a better life.
What happens to the synths you free?
I like to think they go on to live better lives. I hope so, anyway. Look, now that you know, you have a choice to make. You could tell Justin. But I have a proposal for you. I want to frame Justin Ao.
We can't even consider that. SRB is short-handed as it is. Losing another director would be crippling.
Look, ever since Dr. Zimmer left, he's been out of control. He and his coursers have been pushing people around and threatening them to get what he wants. When he came after my dad, that was the last straw.
Would that really solve anything? Who would take Justin's place if he were gone?
Alana Secord. She's honest, fair, and good at what she does. She'll make a great acting director for the SRB.
Nice try, kid. But that's not happening.
Well, I guess that's it for me then. At least now I can prove my dad is innocent. And don't worry, I won't try to run. I wouldn't know where to go anyway.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
It's not Alan Benet that's helping the synths. It's his son, Liam.
The boy? I wouldn't have thought him capable of such a thing.
What's gonna happen to him?
We will teach him a memorable lesson about the price of interfering in our operations. Well, you tracked down the culprit and plugged the leak. Congratulations are in order. I admit, I didn't think you could pull it off.
I'll try not to take that personally.
I won't make that mistake again. You've helped the SRB in this matter. And now it's time I return the favor. We keep a small reserve of currency for those times when my coursers have to deal with the surface dwellers. Here, take this. It might prove useful for you.